Alright everyone, this is Bob for a new episode of Oranda Power, and today we are doing the part 2 of the previous video, which was talking about the death of the corridors. Now we have to discuss about what this death mean for Oranda Power. So basically, losing a fish really sucks, as mentioned previously, and now we have to kind of adapt the aquarium to prevent any more death. So basically, since we are not sure if the Corridora died of it being weak in the first place or it being constantly bullied to death, we just have to went with the best reasoning, which is to adapt the aquarium to prevent anything bad to happen if it was due to bullying. So basically we have the gold barbs and we have the checkered barbs fighting the other fish for territories. The gold barbs aren't really vicious, they are more curious. And the female checkered barbs, they are pretty much docile. They just don't want that much fight. They just prefer to peck at plants and just explore. But the real problem is the male checkered barbs. Now we have two male in this aquarium, and both are really aggressive. At first the females were the aggressive ones, but now the males are becoming the terror of the aquarium. And they are actually expanding their territories. They have to, because basically one of the two male is claiming this part of the aquarium, so the other one is kind of claiming this kind of temple, and they are all kind of migrating to try to take down, if I'm correct, by the way, but they are trying to take down the corridoras, and I think both the gold barbs and the checkered barbs have this idea in mind. And strangely enough, even the goldfish seems to have this opinion about the corridoras. So basically we have the corridoras that are trying to hide right here. As you can see, we have one right here, we have Bandit. The sponge filter right here is their camp base, where they just hide in the dark, and when they feel secure enough they just try to explore the entire aquarium. And the fact that there is so many dater fish really help them feel secure. But this is their downfall, since the gold barbs and the other fish that makes them feel secure are also the one that bullies them. So basically, a lot of people could advise me to remove the barbs, which the barbs seems to be involved into and being the core of the problem. But we have to consider this before. Now, first of all, the barbs are my favorite, except for obviously Ghost and RP. The next in line for the favorite fish in the aquarium are the gold barbs, and then the third one are the checkered barbs. Why? Well, a lot of things. Behaviors, the obvious coloration of the gold barbs is a key factor. The general interest I have into both the gold and the checkered barbs, and the fact that they just brings a lot of activity in the aquarium while still being smart. And also a big point to make is that I have lost absolutely 0 barbs from the 2 species, while I have lost 5 Danios. So Caesar, which was my favorite Danio, I think he just jumped out of the aquarium. We have lost Remus, Romulus, Louis XIV, and Louis XVI. If you want to see all those fish, you will have to check out my previous videos and scroll far back in the Oranda Power playlist. So we have lost quite a lot of Danios, and we have proof that ghosts have eat at least one of them, and Danios are jumpers. And for the corridoras, the count is even greater than 5. It is actually 6. So we have lost Cory, which was my longest living fish ever. He died at the age of 6 years old this summer. We have We have lost Oranda, which was her partner. She died way younger, at only like 2 years old. Or she was 2 years old, since Bandit, which is the fish we just saw not that long ago, is 2 years old at this point, or something like that. Then we have lost the fish that we just did a video on, so that's the third one. And then we have also lost 3 peppered corydoras. So one was named DPK, the other one V-Stag. I don't really remember the last one, but it was probably another YouTube name of one of the member of the fish fam. So basically, what does that mean? It means that the Danios and the corydoras don't seem to be doing as well as the gold barbs, and the checkered barbs for that matter. The goldfish always seems to be chasing the Danios around and the corydoras around, while they just don't care that much about the barbs. They literally let and allow the gold barbs to swim directly with them. Now, I will say I'm bothered quite a lot that the gold barbs are fin nipping, but the fin nipping have really decreased quite a lot in numbers and intensity, meaning that you can see that the fins and tail of the 2 goldfish are pretty much intact, which is a good thing, especially compared to early this summer, when there was much more damage than that. So basically, we have the gold barbs and the checkered barbs that are fighting for territories, and we have other fish that are just losing territories. Now, we have one option left before the last resort. So my last option is, you see this beautiful mountain? Well, it will have to go. And I'm sorry to say that, because I'm the first one to say I love this mountain, I love the way it looks, and I wish it could stay, but it takes a lot of place and potential that could be used to build something that all the fish in here could love even more, and all of you watchers and viewers could love even more. So my plan is to remove this poop. Now we have all the little plants left, alright, floating in the water. So now I want all of you to go back and watch my really first few YouTube videos. You will see there was a big wall made of stones, and in those stones and all, there was a lot of caves, a lot of hiding place opportunity for the smaller fish. I want to do that, and I want to create a big canyon, alright, coming from, like, the wall would do the entire length, but there would be a lot of space in the background for new fake plants. So I'm going to actually get some new fake plants to create, and also some driftwood, maybe real, maybe fake, it will depend, but yeah, create a big lush forest of fake plastic plants, and on the wall and on the front line having the real plants, to just create like a more realistic, more natural looking and more suited aquarium. And I'm also going to try to even add some Java moss and add more Anubias and Java fern to the mix to have even more realistic helping plants. So now we have all of this massive jungle, perfect for the Danios to try to hide on the top, the checkered barbs to just explore all the plant on the middle section, and the corydoras just being able to hide in all the caves on the bottom. And right here, hiding something new. a new decoration, maybe something looking like an Asian like temple like this one, or more like a skull or something, but you know, just something crazy right here to add even more decoration and even more space for the barbs and the corridors to hide. Now, this is my last option. And basically there will still be a lot of place on the front and on the middle for all the fish to assemble and just swim. And I have just a big open area where everyone can swim happily. But if that doesn't work, I'm going to have to remove the weaker fish. So potentially the corridors and maybe the danios as well. Fact is, I don't think the corridors are adapted to the aquarium anymore. They were once before. Basically, this is breeding behavior, by the way. But yeah, the corridors were adapted once in a while, but they aren't anymore. The fact is, they're just dealing with too much competition coming from all the species of barbs and the goldfish themselves. Both those two species are just able to eat in every section of the aquarium, top and bottom, and they have complete control over both part of the aquarium. They just when the goldfish want to get the food, everyone gets out of the way, and when the goldbarbs, or even the intellectual goldbarbs or the aggressive checkered barbs want the food, well, they get it from the other smaller fish in the aquarium. Except from this awesome Siamese algae eater that I will be keeping. But yeah, this means that we just have to eliminate the fish that cannot stand the aggressivity and the competition in the aquarium. We have to adapt to make sure that all the fish that are in the aquarium have a role and are able to sustain themselves and thrive. I don't want to see some fish just always hiding and being afraid to even just come out because of ridiculously small enemies like the checkered or the goldbarbs. I want every fish to be happy and to just be colorful and, you know, just not be afraid. So by removing the danios and the corridors, or at least the corridors, that would mean I would have more space for more fish. I would actually put more goldbarbs in the aquarium. Reason is that I've grown to love quite a lot the goldbarbs. They are the most interesting fish in the aquarium right now. And I think that adding a bit more of them would create a better hierarchy and completely eliminate the aggressivity by creating a stronger pecking order. And also, by being more, they would be able to fight off the checkered barbs, and I think the gold barbs should be the king of the aquariums, simply because they would be good king, as they don't show too much aggressivity, but they can have some, you know, they aren't aggressive, but they can instill respect. But right now they don't have the numbers just yet to do that, and they don't have the size yet. But wait a couple of years and they are going to be much bigger and much stronger. And with a few more, they would definitely eliminate all problems in the aquarium. And to create more colors as well as to create new behaviors, I could try to add something like a dwarf African cichlid in the aquarium. A cichlid that I will have to research to know for sure that he can survive in the same temperature as every of the fish in here. And I could also add a paradise gourami, as I said in a previous video, on the top. And having all those lush vegetation would help the gourami to feel safe, or the paradise fish for that matter. to have that on the top of the aquarium could be really beautiful, add quite a lot of coloration that the Danios cannot offer, and just a lot of new potential. And also I could, with the remaining bioload that I would have free, I could add a new small group of schooling fish, for example like 5 or 6 new cherry barbs, just to add more colors and peacefulness in the aquarium. So let me know what you think of this entire situation in the comment section. I think one of the problem is maybe that I have too much fish, and the fish that are in here are not adapted enough. I think barbs are definitely a key point in this situation, in the sense that barbs are the more adapted and more suited fish to be kept with the goldfish, and I'm going to do a new video about this real soon. I really love the Danios. I really love the the Corydoras as well, but I don't think they're doing as well as they should in the aquarium, and I think it is my moral duty to do my best to provide them with the best life. And if this mean I have to actually exchange them to ensure that, I will do it. But before doing that, I'm going to try my last option, which is to recreate an entire aquarium with entire new decoration. I really hope this will help, but if not, you know the last resort I have, and we are at the point where we must do something fast before something bad happens. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed it. Please leave a like and a comment, and I will see you all real soon for a new episode. Bye.